So, sitting here thinking about my math experiences and observing in various math classes that I have and I'm teaching right now, I've started to question and come up with theories about why math was either very easy for me or very hard. Because when I was up through about sixth grade, math was always pretty easy. I got everything relatively effortless or um, without much effort on my part, I guess. Wasn't exactly the fastest learner in the class, but I always got there in the end. I always would learn it. I didn't process as fast as some other kids, but I could get everything. But around the end of sixth grade into seventh grade and eighth grade, I started to realize that no matter how fast I learned a concept or practice it, there's always going to be something more to learn. There was no limit to it. It always kept going. So if I did 50 problems one night, I still have to do like 25 the next night because it would build on it. So since there was no limit, I lost my motivation to really push myself to understand things. I was just like, I'll learn it eventually. I mean, why am I going to push myself when there's just going to be something on top of it? So in high school, I struggled a lot. I got A's in my math class. I think it was algebra and then geometry 2 or something. A's my freshman year, and I got A's my senior year. But in between, I think I got D's in math because my teachers were very much the rudimentary, right on the board, old school math, where they told you how it's done and that's how it's done. And it was hard for me to connect to the material and learn it because I had no reason to understand it because there's no connections to my real life and no reason for me to push myself to understand it because it was an abstract concept that had no basis. Even if it didn't really need a basis in reality to understand it, um, I feel like I just need some way to connect it, like some schema to connect it. Um, and then I eventually went on to pre-calculus and then statistics, and I took some math classes this summer at CCV, and I really started to enjoy what I was learning. The idea of how math works, how numbers work, and I really liked it a lot more than I thought I would. And then teaching sixth grade math here and during my student teaching, I've really enjoyed it. Like it's a lot of fun, a lot more fun. It's a lot more hands-on. The kids are manipulating images or graphs or just drawing, being creative, and that's something that I never was. It was never shown visually for me, and if it was only used one class. It wasn't used over an extended period of time. Then after I had some of my students do this type of video about their math experiences, that's what I started to realize for a lot of them. So, some of the kids that could really grasp concepts that are abstract without needing some tangible or manipulative object in their hand or on a piece of paper, they could push themselves farther. They're always way ahead of their grade level in math. Other ones that need something that's tangible were a little bit slower, a little bit more difficult to understand concepts. That was very much me. Um, and it's interesting to hear each student talk because each one of them has a little bit of my experience in math at various stages within my life. Um, so it's amazing that I'm actually in a math methods class right now and learning how to teach math because I've been in humanities and social studies my entire life, trying to learn how to teach that and ask questions in that and learn how students think about that. And now learning about math, which is much more concrete, and trying to get the kids on the right track without giving them the wrong method to do it is very difficult because I always went about doing things my own way and never really focused on the equation or the real process until it was too late. Um, so I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial here on my life and my life experience in math. Have a great day.